everybody. Welcome once again. And of course, I am Sonia Barrett, the producer of the documentary, The Business of Disease, which was released in 2016. And of course, you can find out more about the film and what the platforms are that you can actually watch the video, the film. And of course, yes, it's on demand on quite a number of platforms. And you can go to thebusinessofdisease.com to find out more. Its emphasis, of course, as you most of you probably know, is that the cure is in the body, not in the business, and encouraging us all to take charge of our spirit, mind, and body. And of course, when we say the cure is in the body, not in the business, we're really talking about the inner part of ourselves, and also when we work on the inner part of ourselves, we can also find ways to support the body in healing itself. So, yes, we are using support, outside support as well, but the body naturally can fix and heal itself under the right conditions. So, that's really what we mean by that. So, today, our featured guest from the film is Patricia Bisch, author of Freedom from Food, a quantum weight loss approach. Well, as you know, we'll be sharing a series of short interviews with experts from the film. They are brief dialogues, but stimulating, very stimulating reminders and tools for health. So good to chat with you once again, Patricia Bisch. Welcome.
Thank you. I am so happy to chat with you. It's always inspiring, invigorating, and I love it. You're such a leading edge thinker. So thank you for having me on the show.
All right. Well, thank you. Well, as I ask everybody else, what would you like to share with us at this moment in time, in basically in people managing their health and just overall life? What can you share with us?
Well, I'm excited to share today, Sonia, because as an overeater in my life, I really understand what's going on, especially during this pandemic. It's exacerbating the original wounds that people started eating over in the very beginning. So people started eating because of a very deep wound they had inside, and it causes us to go unconscious when our nervous system and our fears get so intense we can't stand it. So as children, what we do is we split off from, in a sense, a divinity, a flow, a natural healing mechanism that is within us. And we reach for something outside of us. So people reach for diets, and they reach for exercise programs. They reach for all kinds of things outside of themselves because they've disconnected from the empowerment, the strength, the wisdom that's inside of themselves. And so people are feeling lonely right now with what's going on. They're home, they're eating pints of ice cream. I found myself eating pints of ice cream, to soothe myself, because that's what the eater does at the base of the problem. So that's how they soothe and get some love for themselves in a very lonely time. So what can we do at this time? Because we feel disconnected, and how do we reconnect? That is really the important part. How do we reconnect to what our bodies actually are? Because our bodies are rivers of intelligence, as Deepak Chopra says, and they're constantly changing, renewing. We're not even in the same body. As we move on and we're talking in this talk, our cells completely regenerate when we're in the flow. So when we're in the wound, we're stuck, we're looping around certain ideas, we're compulsively thinking about certain ideas. When we're in the flow, we're open to all possibilities, and we're putting in thoughts which create. So the first step I'm going to talk about that I use in my program is how the mind affects the body. So there's abundant scientific proof that we are affecting our bodies all the time with the thoughts we think. They've shown that we're 90% water, and that even one word like love or hate changes the molecular structure of our body. And so, just for a moment, if people could think, uh, everything I eat makes me thinner and healthier now, and just feel that for a second in your body. See the effects of it. It ripples, it creates a movement outside of the dense world that we usually go to, which is, oh my God, that food's going to make me gain weight. I ate this food, it's going to create whatever we think, weight, fat. But the truth is, when we're in that movement, things come and go, they move. And so with our mind, we're always rewiring ourselves. We're always rewiring our brain to create in our body the body we want. So that's where our power is. We're not powerless. We're not victims. We have the power to choose what we want to think, where we want to put our attention, where we want to put our focus. And we need to create a daily practice. These things do not happen with one thought. Like, people will read part of my book and they go, oh, I get it. Just think thin. Well, no, that's not going to get you anywhere. Really, there is an understanding, a deep focus that is needed to really reach the cells of our body, to reprogram them to reprocess food in a different way. It's not going to happen from one thought. So people in our fast moving society just want, give me the quick fix. Well, that is not my experience of how it happens. So there is a reconnecting to this flow, this regenerative flow that happens so that food comes in and food goes out, which leads me to the second key, which is that the body heals itself. Now, people have more understanding of this now, but all of these understandings are extremely deep. They're not just a moment's awareness, they're continued awareness. So the body heals itself is extremely important, because there's a force that we were already created with. Now, when the wound happens, people forget about this force. They forget that they were created. Their body is a healing mechanism. It regulates the heat. It regulates the sugar levels. It regulates many things in our body. And it's our breath, our skin, our hair, always eliminating toxins and what's not needed. So same with the food, and same with excess weight. It's eliminating, and that's why we have an elimination system.
Yeah.
So do we join the flow or do we not?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I mean, again, these short talks pack a punch, because you said quite a bit in just a few minutes, that is just so crucial, because it's all about habit forming, and it's creating these new habits. And you figure how long we've had the other habits of how we think and how we act and how we respond. And so, yes, one thought doesn't just wash it away, because the other thoughts are so old and so habitual that they override that one thought. So absolutely. Well, Patricia, I thank you, and I am always so delighted to chat with you because you just cannot hear this information enough. And so I thank you for that. Now, would you provide your website, please?
Yes, please, if you're wanting support, go to www.freedomfromfood.com. I'm happy to support you, and you'll find videos and all kinds of things and CDs. And yes, that's it, www.freedomfromfood.com.
All right. And of course, I'm a great fan of Patricia's work. So anyway, thanks again, Patricia, for actually being here and sharing with us. And everybody else, please visit thebusinessofdisease.com once again for further details. And I do encourage you to read Health and Inside Job and Outside Business. Patricia has a chapter in that book as well. Obviously, the book has a chapter in it by everybody in the film. And so I encourage you to read it. It's very powerful, and it's an extension of the film. There are also T-shirts that are available on the businessofdisease.com website that says the cure is in the body, not in the business. It says the business of disease. I would definitely love for everybody listening to have a T-shirt. And that's it. I think, yeah, again, all of the details are on the website, thebusinessofdisease.com, and also to keep you updated and on all these short videos, these short dialogues that are coming and are also available on the site at this time. Thanks so much for watching, and do share this video.